Hey guys, I wanted to do a channel update because I've been getting a few comments here and there, and there's nothing wrong with this. I think this is totally fine. But I guess I wanted to address it, which is the topic of what about Caves of Cud? Um, I definitely I understand everyone's here for Cud pretty much, and I will always try to make you happy um, because I thoroughly enjoy Cud, and I will always probably play it, and I will always do content for it. So I guess I just wanted like dispel any um, feelings you might have of, hey, I see you doing other stuff. I just want to make sure that the reason I subscribe to you is still going to happen, is still in effect. You're not going to become a Minecraft YouTuber. More on that later. You're not gonna start doing just Souls stuff, or you're not just gonna become like a drama YouTuber, that kind of thing. No, there's always gonna be Cud on the channel. In fact, I have a lot of really cool stuff planned for Cud. Not just like more series, not just like story stuff, but I guess I covered a little bit of this on my stream, but I don't expect you to watch 5 hours of stream to find out what my process is. But I want to. I have two more tutorials left that I want to do. Two big ones. The second half of Mutants, and then Cooking and Gathering, which would basically cap off the last of the major mechanics that I want to cover. So for a lot of people, that might seem like, well, that's not a lot. I mean, it is. It's a lot, but for some people, it's like, well, I still feel like I'm in the dark about a lot of things. Don't worry. I have something actually really good planned for after I'm done, quotation marks, the tutorial series, which it would be make a nice big round 10 episodes. Is I want to do a mini series called basically micro lessons, which would cover very specific topics for Caves of Cud, like what to do when you get your arm cut off, what to do when you get a fungal infection, what to do when you get any disease, so on and so forth. So that's my plan, my future plan. I also have some other stuff planned for Cud, lots of fun spin-off series and guests and stuff like that. I think that you will enjoy any and all of it. I think it'll all fit comfortably in the category of why you subscribe to me. However, I do want to address the fact that um, you know some people have mentioned this, that traditional roguelikes are niche. Cud is niche right now, and I do want to do other things as well. And when I say as well, I really do mean in tandem, in tandem, like perpendicular, I guess. I want to keep Cud going and also do other things. It's time consuming, but like I do eventually. I would like to kind of turn this channel into something more broad, and that works both ways. It doesn't just work for me, but hopefully people who come looking for short coverage of indie games and undiscovered gems and old school RPGs might actually also discover Cud. They might have. It might be that Cud has been on their radar for a while, and they've been wanting to get into it, and then they find my tutorial series and say, "Well, hey, why don't I give it a shot?" So that's kind of my thought process. Also reaching for a slightly broader audience than just the traditional roguelike crowd would definitely benefit me because um, you know I don't know. I can't possibly say I'm tapped out. It's a bigger community than you think, and of course, not everyone who likes traditional roguelikes is actually going to like my coverage of traditional roguelikes because they might not necessarily like me. So, and I'm totally fine with that. But I figured I'd also cover what I actually would like to do, um, you know, besides Caves of Cud. So what we're looking at here is, and this is a very soft commitment. It's not really like a hard commitment of like this is in the future. I will do this, but like kind of my soft plans of games I would like to do series for, and I figured I'd scroll through them a little bit. I already did Fight Night. Fight Night is done. We don't have to do Fight Night anymore. Where is this? Removed from YouTube series. So this is basically my plans for the future. You can, I mean, maybe you'll see something here that you like, and as I always say, if there's call for something, then I would certainly do it if there's enough people who are interested in seeing some of that kind of content. But I guess I wanted to address the concerns, and I also wanted to in both ways. Yes, your concerns are valid in the sense that, like, I am going to want to do other stuff other than CUD, but also don't worry, because CUD is always going to be here. That is my namesake, and it's why you're here, and I don't undervalue that. The channel will die before I stop doing CUD. Let me put it that way. But I figured you'd like to see maybe some of the games that I want to do and cover in the future. This isn't like limited. There's more stuff. Low Age Magic should be in here. In fact, I'm right after I'm done recording this. Oh, there it is. I'm actually going to start the Low Magic Age series. I think it's my favorite of the pile of games that I covered in the Let's Try. The Let's Tries, the recent Let's Tries. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's very much like my jam. It's not as roguelike-ish maybe as people want, but I could play it roguelike-ish, and I think that would be reasonable. I don't know. I think D&D, you should be allowed to resurrect your party members. So if there was a total party wipe, maybe I could kill that game, but it's fine. Anyway, I think that's pretty much everything. So to recap, more tutorials in the future, mini tutorials that cover very specific things in Caves of Qud, more Qud series with guests are in the future, but also more other content. I'm going to be covering some Souls games. I actually have a series of The Surge that I played with a friend of the channel, Jacob, who helped me a lot with that game, and that should be fun. And I kind of want to throw that out there in preparation for Elden Ring, which is a game I really do want to do a series for. I'm sorry if everyone's going to do Elden Ring, but I really want to play that, and I think it would be fun to do for the channel. And it is in the most non-snarky way as I can possibly muster here. If there's something that I put up on the channel, you can always not watch it, and that's totally fine. You can also dislike it, and I do take those kind of seriously, so I can see, well, like, yeah, obviously this game is only getting like 10 views, and a lot of people dislike even seeing it in their in their YouTube feed. So I take those things seriously, and I want to make you happy, so I will try my best to do so. So I think all of that is pretty good. I think that very much brings you up to speed. And you guys can let me know maybe if there's something here you would like me to prioritize. I'll do one more slow scroll by. I know there's a call for Kenshi. I want to do Kenshi, but I've kind of talked about my concerns for Kenshi. But and yes, I know Project Zomboid is big right now, and I might want to do that. It also is insanely intimidating. Project Zomboid is like more intimidating to me than like NetHack, to be honest. So yeah, that's pretty brutal. Any request for Jump King will be completely ignored. I will maybe do it one day, but good Lord, I know I've already played it. I know exactly how difficult that game is. It will be a exercise in frustration, and I really want to do Grimrock. I actually have another Grimrock-like game that I want to do, but I don't think I can get to it easily without you seeing basically my whole list, and no one needs that. But anyway, If you enjoyed this, if you're here for me, I really appreciate it. I really do appreciate the people who have subscribed. And I want to make you happy. You let me know what you need, and I will do my best to accommodate. But yeah, consider hitting that like button and feeding the great algorithm. And I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.